From the field.
Opening day is behind us, so let's look back at how the first games of the year played out on the diamond. Starting in the AL East, Aaron Sanchez.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Number 39.
Danny Santana is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, when Matt's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Right side. Scope's able to get there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Clear skies in the forecast this afternoon. 62 degrees here at first pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Brian Dozier gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Brian Dozier.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Just underway in Baltimore. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Well, needs a strike away now from going a strong 1-2-3 to start the ball game.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Got him. Dropped by the catcher, though. But the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
I think you go up there trying to lift balls, get them airborne, because this is the second highest scoring and second most home runs in this ballpark. So a routine fly ball can end up in the seats, so capitalize on that.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
High in the air out to center field. Santana moves over. 1 out. Manny Machado gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with 1 gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tough.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run home run for Manny Machado, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Batting fourth.
Now to the plate, Chris Davis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Out in front of it, strike 1. Hughes steps into the windup. Here he comes, 0-1. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Kepler is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Second baseman.
Jonathan Scope gets his first opportunity now, trying to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Batting sixth.
Steve Pearce stands in with another first inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. Kenny's Vargas will lead things off here, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike 1.
Well, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound. His guys got him a 4 spot to work with in the first inning, so you got to figure he's going to be out there pounding the strike zone.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and a rather easy first out.
Batting sixth. shortstop.
Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. To short. On to Davis at first, and there are two away.
Batting seventh.
Joe Mauer into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And that misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Scope has it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 4-0. J.J. Hardy strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Batting ninth.
At the plate, Matt Wieters will swing it from the left side right here.
And he's not quite as powerful from the left side as he is batting right-handed, so he just doesn't quite have that same pop in his bat batting lefty.
This is pulled into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. So it's back to the top of the order now, and standing in the fine center fielder, Adam Jones. Hughes comes set. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Runners are at second and third with one down. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Kepler. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game. Man at second here with two away. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Line toward the alley in left center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. It is a beautiful day here in Baltimore, Maryland, as we're set to begin the third frame in this one from Oriole Park. Max Kepler is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Well, a couple of good swings back-to-back, but nothing at all to show for it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
When you're down by 5 runs, you pretty much know you're going to see a lot of strikes. I mean, pitchers don't feel compelled to do a whole lot of nibbling when they've got that big of a cushion. How is he not pulling the trigger?
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, one man out. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and we'll do it again on 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. That misses 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Danny Santana stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that's taken for strike one. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more. Chris Davis digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Hughes looks in. First pitch on its way. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's Jonathan Scope now as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
You want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher? Give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
Hit down the third baseline. To Dozier for 1. On to Mauer. It's a double play.
Now batting, number 25.
Number 25 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Orioles get a run thanks to the familiar home run swing of Chris Davis. We're through 3. Eddie Rosario will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Scope is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning. Miguel Sano will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn him down.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. J.J. Hardy will lead things off for the Orioles here with Matt Wieters set to follow.
The shortstop, number 2.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Rosario. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. J.J. Hardy, a solo home run, as this lead swells to 7-0. Number 55 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 55.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now.
The catcher, number 33.
High, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a solo shot off the bat of Matt Wieters, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And this is going to find the alley, as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And they're going to hold him to a single here, as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly. And that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Santana racing back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A 2-run homer here for Mark Trumbo, as this lead got even wider.
Third baseman.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Machado.
As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw, got him! And I'm going to tell you, that is an incredible play. Chris Davis leans in, looking to replicate his last at-bat when he launched a solo home run.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The second baseman.
Jonathan Schoop digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a drive out to left center field. Turning for second now is Schoop. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Steve Pearce strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to... Kenny Vargas heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Tap fouled at home plate. Chopped weakly to the left. Wieters scoops it up onto Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. 0-1 pitch on its way. On the ground to the right side. Backhanded. And Davis will take this one himself to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Number 25 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
25.
Liner toward right center. Santana is right there, 1 down.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His second of the game as the blowout continues. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Adam Jones steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
This is line to left. Rosario is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Ready to take his hacks again, Mark Trumbo, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, anytime you can take a fastball like that and hit it dead center, you know you're pretty much on your...
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's Manny Machado now. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 5 innings complete. Max Kepler will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Swing and a little tapper. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Stepping in, Kurt Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Tapped out in front of home. And he's retired 1 away.
Well, it probably wasn't the waiting position, but it's going to have to do. And he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Danny Santana is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I think that's been his best pitch so far in this game. Guys just haven't been all that close to it.
Too high. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Eddie Rosario is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More opening day baseball coming up. Chris Davis will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Kepler is there, 1 away.
Well, that one looked like for all the world there was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. As he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Steve Pearce will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Played on the backhand. On to Mauer. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here on the show. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Brian Dozier will stand in to start the seventh with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak. And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
High and deep to right center field. Jones going back to the track. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
You know, there's a lot of pressure on the defense to make a play in a game like this. Everything's magnified at this point, so that's a really good job to stay with this ball and make the play.
Kenny Vargas stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Wieters is up with it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Twins are down on 4 pitches. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Ryan Presley will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Number 25 steps in now.
Leading off for the Orioles, left fielder, number 25.
Swinging a hard liner to center field, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Number 25 has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like.
Gone! A 2-run homer for J.J. Hardy. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Santana is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn in for the 2nd time in the inning. Another home run. A solo shot here for Adam Jones. Number 197 in his career as the blowout continues. Here's Mark Trumbo now. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
Hot shot toward third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Shoots this one to first, but this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, and how they get out of this one with only 1 out on this play is a mystery. This probably should have been much more than that, but they can't wind up making the play.
First offering on its way. Hard liner to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And you know, there are plenty of times when a team's not going to score 17 runs in a week. And these guys have got it done in 1 game so far. How about saving a few of those?
Boy, and here's a drive. Deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the 3rd time today as this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 2nd of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. Standing in now, number 25. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. Get up there, big fella, and take away a hit at third. Back with more on opening day after this. Eduardo Escobar will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
But one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Joe Mauer will stand in again. A couple of ground outs for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Low for ball 1. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now. Maybe the pressure of the no-hitter getting to him a bit.
Yeah, 2-0.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
The batter,
Max Kepler will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 big outs remain, but from the finish line, it's starting to come into sight.
Kurt Suzuki is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Jones on the move. And that retires the side. Twins wind up stranding 1, and they remain well behind. Michael Tonkin will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. J.J. Hardy comes to the plate looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field is 4th in the ball game as this lead got even wider.
The catcher, number 32.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
There aren't too many catchers that you're going to have to worry about dropping a bunt down on. But boy, give this guy credit. He sensed the opportunity, and he's going to wind up beating this out. That's just good baseball.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Sacrifice attempt here. Flip onto the second baseman covering. He'll take care of him at first. Scored 3-4 on the sacrifice, and the runner moves into scoring position now with only one away.
Right fielder.
Mark Trumbo is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Hit in the air out to center field. Santana is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat. So you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Here comes Wieters around 3rd. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
First baseman, number 19.
Chris Davis is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There is Dozier. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. The O's lead this thing 22-0. Danny Santana will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Trumbo is there. Run away.
Oh, and that's a big first out. And it's nice to get that first one out of the way. He's not home yet, though. Still 2 big outs to get through before it's celebration time.
Eddie Rosario stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
And this is becoming a theme now. It's part of why he's been so successful out there so far. Let these guys chase that first pitch and get him in a hole right away.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Struck him out. So now just 1 man stands between he and his no-hitter.
Oh, and this crowd is really going to be up and into it now. 1 out to go. Man, this is awesome.
Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. And it's grounded foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Another one sent foul. On the verge of a no-hitter, and the pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Jones is there, makes the catch, and there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he deserves it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed, and he puts his name into the record books with that no-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, J.J. Hardy. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 22-0. So long from Baltimore.
The winning pitcher is Kevin Gossman. His record is now 1-0.
On a Wednesday night, we've got baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Minnesota Twins and the Baltimore Orioles. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Chris Tillman is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
Out in front of it, strike one.
First pitch, 7:07.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a rather easy first out.
In the second spot tonight,
stepping in, Eddie Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Tillman into his motion. Here he comes 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're playing catch-up one game into the season, so getting that win in front of the big crowd was a good, positive start to the season. Now they just need to carry that over into Game 2.
Brian Dozier gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Keller's a guy that will most...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Kyle Gibson will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A solo shot here for Adam Jones, the 198th of his career. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0. And that dinger puts him 2 short of the 200 mark for his career.
Yeah, you know, some guys will lie to you and tell you that they're just out there playing day by day, not thinking about any of those particular milestones. They just want to get a W for the team. But the truth is, you do know when you're approaching those milestones, even the minor ones. He's keenly aware of how many home runs he's got, Matt.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Santana going back, a leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A 2-run home run for Manny Machado. And the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out.
Wow, tough play.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on.
You know, Matt, a big part of this offense is Mark Trumbo.
Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Batting 6.
Steve Pearce takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Hard liner toward short, but this is pulled in by the shortstop. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So 2 home runs in the... Leading off the inning, Miguel Sano, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
And this goes right past him at short. Digging in the switch hitter, Kenny Vargas, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Swung on and chopped to first. Hardy for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Joe Mauer set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Trumbo. Still going back. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot for Joe Mauer. And the Twins are back within a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Well, this guy had settled in and was just cruising along until this point, working carefree on that 3-0 lead. But one slip here and it's going to cost him. Now all of a sudden, that lead shrinks down to just a single run.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tap fouled at home plate. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. The 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 3 and the J.J. Hardy lead things off for the Orioles here with Matt Wieters set to follow.
The shortstop.
Gibson's ready. Here it comes. This is line to left. Rosario is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down.
And this is what he's got to do out there. Just focus on the task ahead. It'd be easy to go into a shell after giving up those 2 home runs in the first inning, but he knows they're counting on him to give him a few more innings, so he'll need to respond.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Adam Jones will stand in to try to duplicate his first at-bat where he homered to open the inning.
And that really sparked that first inning rally. When you get your leadoff guys on like that, it can create a lot of excitement for everybody else that's got a bat in their hands.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting, right fielder.
Mark Trumbo comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
Squares around and drops down a good one. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Third baseman.
2 men on, 2 out, and standing in now the third baseman, Manny Machado. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kepler giving chase. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Orioles. Kurt Suzuki steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder.
At the plate, Danny Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Under it is the left fielder, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie.
Digging in to try it again, Eddie Rosario. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. On the ground up the middle. Scope has it. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Twins are set. Chris Davis digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And he's retired, one away.
The second baseman, number 6,
Jonathan Scope will dig in. He singled his first time around. Gibson gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Rosario, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting,
Steve Pearce stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Santana looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Stepping in now, number 25. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So a runner on first with one out now, and in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. First offering on its way. Sacrifice attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Now at the plate, Matt Wieters. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs. Adam Jones steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. First delivery to him on the way. Hit high and deep is straight away right field. Kepler ranging back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. In to score, the runner from third. Mark Trumbo will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already, and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
He's set. Here it comes. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. And he'll be thrown out at first. So that didn't go quite according to plan, and with it, the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. Leading off the inning, Brian Dozier, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now, 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Miguel Sano will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Tillman's got his target. First pitch on the way. Kenny's Vargas will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Eduardo Escobar is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Waiting on it, the left fielder. And the inning is over. But the Twins at least do get one back on this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Orioles 6 and the Twins 3. Manny Machado strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Number 13.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
First baseman, number
Chris
19.
Davis will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Ball's there, and Suzuki makes the tag. He's out at the plate. Jonathan Scope steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And they'll play the station-to-station game here, but this is a foul ball. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Mauer gloves it, and they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Steve Pearce started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Men on third with 2 down. Now the runner breaks for the plate. Hit hard on the ground at third. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Orioles leave one as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. On the ground to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now to the plate, Max Kepler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1-1.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. High in the air out towards shallow right. Trumbo moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 8.
Kurt Suzuki in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, he's really starting to hit his stride here in this 5th inning.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Tillman's ready. Here's the 1-2. Hit down the third base line. Machado has it. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Danny Santana will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1.
No strike.
Here's a high pop-up. Scope is there for it. And that retires the side. One left for Minnesota. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Number 55 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 55.
Number 25 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Leading off for the Orioles, left fielder, number 25.
High and deep to right center field. Santana racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. And how about that? Number 25 has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
The catcher, number
Matt
32.
Wieters digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to right center. Kepler ranging back. Gone! So it's a solo shot off the bat of Matt Wieters as they open it up to 8-3.
The center fielder, number 10.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Drilled on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder,
Mark Trumbo gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Now a snap throw to first. Runner back safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Hit hard to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the O's. Fans like it too. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night. Eddie Rosario will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Tillman gets the sign on his way with the 3-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Miguel Sano is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taken in by Scope. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Can't make. Trevor May will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth.
Number 65.
Chris Davis will stand in here to get things started in the Baltimore sixth.
Leading off for the Orioles, first baseman.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Line toward the alley in left center. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
Now batting,
Steve Pearce will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hot shot toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
now batting.
Number 25 will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Matt Wieters stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
But the Orioles strike for two thanks to the two-run home run. The 5, 6, and 7. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point.
Designated hitter,
Kenys Vargas is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
shortstop.
Eduardo Escobar stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And he pops it up back behind second base. Scope is there for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Joe Mauer will
First
dig in
baseman.
again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Trumbo has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Matt Wieters steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Adam Jones strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Yeah, even if this ball doesn't hop over the wall, I'm not so sure they would have risked trying to score him with nobody out, but it's a moot point now as they'll have runners at second and third following the ground rule double.
A play at the plate, and the runner is out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. Manny Machado will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Rosario is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. And a relay home. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. They still lead by 7. It's 10. Max Kepler will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far.
Max Kepler.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Any question in your guys' minds about bringing the starter back here for the 8th inning?
I would have thought 7 innings would have been enough, but knowing this guy, he may have talked his manager into letting him stay and go out there for one more inning.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And that's in there for a strike 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. 8th inning now for Memorial Park. O's leading this one as you get a look at the line score there through the first 7 innings of play. Kurt Suzuki is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Ball 1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. 3 runs, 4 hits. And no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Danny Santana will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ballgame are growing dimmer by the batter.
Chopped weakly to the left. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Ubaldo Jimenez will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Eddie Rosario is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Ryan Presley will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Presley.
Now batting, Chris Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
First baseman.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. Well, I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Jonathan Schoen as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Here's Steve Pearce now as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. Kepler is there, 1 away.
Now batting.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball, but he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Belted high and deep into right center. Santana ranging back. He makes the running play. 2 down.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat, so you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Hit hard back up the middle. That gets down, and the inning continues.
The catcher, number
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Matt Wieters. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hot shot towards the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The center fielder, number 10.
Adam Jones steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Oh, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of as that one, without a doubt, is gone. And he's getting close with that home run. He's just 1 away from number 200 for his career.
Well, this is not a number that's going to put him among the all-time greats or anything. But there are so many players out there, both current and former major leaguers, who'd love to say they had 200 dingers. Heck, I only hit 19.
Shot toward right center. Kepler there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. A beautiful nighttime view there of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the 9th in this one. Brian Dozier will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Now he goes after a pitch on the outer half and pops it weakly toward the left side of the infield. In there, a base hit. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Miguel Sano strides in, grounded out his last time through. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee-high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
To 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
And this is a two-seam fastball with a little bit of life to it. I mean, they'll often run east to west or vice versa, depending on the pitcher's handedness. He just had no answer for this one.
Kenny's Vargas swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat. But if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And, guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Adam Jones. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it for EK Psycho.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the AL East, Adam Jones plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, leading the Orioles to the win over the Twins, 15-3. The Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they blasted the Astros, 10-3. The Toronto Blue Jays amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the Rays in extra innings, 7-6. The Red Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 7-4. The A's combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 14-4. The Mariners completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 10-3. The Braves combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 5-0. The Miami Marlins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 10-1. The Phillies got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-6. The Milwaukee Brewers got together to allow 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 2-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates totaled 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-2. Jake Lamb had an outstanding day driving in
Thursday night baseball now from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Game number 3 of this new season. Number 37 gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
First pitch, 7:05.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout and taken in out there for the first out.
In the second spot,
Eddie Rosario will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
With a moment now, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
2 knows the count.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. To 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Irvin Santana is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. And that's a special home run, guys. Adam Jones continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And 200 home runs is a feat that many players aren't even going to approach, let alone achieve. I know I didn't come anywhere close, but by now he's established himself as something of a decent power threat. And you can be sure pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into that batter's box. He has definitely earned a little respect.
Yeah, good for him. Hopefully he can get that ball up on his trophy shelf. Like you said, Steve, he's a legitimate power threat up there. But I will say, he's got a long way to go before he's mentioned among the best home run hitters in the history of the game.
Just short, hit hard. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, there are few guys that can do as much for their team as Adam Jones. He's coming off a multi-home run game, and he'll try and build off that momentum. We'll see if they try to approach him any differently throughout this game.
Suzuki is up with it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Orioles get 1 on the home run by Adam Jones. Second inning coming up. Miguel Sano makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
The windup and the 0-1. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Kenny Vargas will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
Not a swing born of a lot of confidence right there. And sometimes you get a little anxious at the plate. You get out in front a little bit, and then the ball just disappears on you, and you got nothing.
And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 6, shortstop
Eduardo Escobar into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Out in front of it, strike 1. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of set.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Jonathan Scope will stand in now, coming off a perfect 4 for 4 a night ago.
Second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Scope.
Chopped weakly to the left. Sano scoops it up, and a good throw gets him one gone. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier, he doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Number 25 will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there. He just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Santana comes set. First pitch on the way. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Santana going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A 2-run homer for J.J. Hardy. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead. Now gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Up next,
Mark Trumbo gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Hit hard on the ground to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
1-1.
Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting 8th, right fielder.
In now, Max Kepler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Grounded up the first baseline. Davis has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Kurt Suzuki will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They trail it here 3-0. Manny Machado will start it off for the Orioles with the ever-dangerous Chris Davis looming in the on-deck circle.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Drilled on the ground is short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
First baseman, number 19.
A chance for last year's MVP runner-up with the bases empty and one away. Here's Chris Davis. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0. Here's Jonathan Scope now.
Jonathan Scope.
As he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Kepler has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Slow little roller to third. Sano fields it cleanly, and a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Orioles get a run thanks to the familiar home run swing of Chris Davis. We're through. Danny Santana will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth. Eddie Rosario is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Now the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Brian Dozier digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jones moves over. Oh, and he botches it. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
How about it?
Miguel Sano will get a chance now as he hopes to cash in following the 2-out triple.
Well, the inning didn't look like it was going anywhere with those 2 quick outs, but then all of a sudden, now the pressure's on here with a runner down at third.
That's a ball.
It's a 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
2-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. No damage done after the 2-out triple. More coming up from Baltimore after. Number 25 steps in now.
The fourth for the Orioles, Left fielder, number 25.
Sent on the ground out to second. And on one pitch, he's retired. Ready to take his hacks again, J.J. Hardy, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Swung on and missed that time by Hardy as he finds himself behind 0-2 now.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Oh, you gotta like the way he's throwing the ball right now. You get a one-pitch out to start the inning, and then you follow that up with a 3-pitch strikeout. He's settling in nicely now.
Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So very nice work there by Santana. Now let's see if the bats will follow suit. They're down 4-zip. Leading off the inning, Kenny's Vargas. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
So here's Joe Mauer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Outside, 2-1. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame. Now to the plate, Max Kepler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now, and 2 strikes here as well.
No, that missed.
That misses 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Twins do draw closer, however, and they do it via the solo home run. Adam Jones comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Santana's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. And that is swung on and missed by Jones as he becomes out number 1. Mark Trumbo stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Yeah, I think this has got to be an infield single. You see the reaching attempt there at short. Even if he fields this ball cleanly, there's no guarantee they were going to get him at first. And this is indeed going to be a base hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Heading out towards shallow right. Kepler on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. Kurt Suzuki will come forward next, and they found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side, and a rather easy first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Danny Santana is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
High in the air out to center field. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he had troubles back in the 4th, but other than that, he's been around what you'd expect.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Yeah, all hard stuff here to get ahead. But now that
looking at a fastball to end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. Santana looks in. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Liner towards second. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
And it's quickly 0-2. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Just got a piece up the line. Fielded cleanly. They'll force it up to second, and they do get the out there. And looks like one's all he'll get as he holds onto the baseball after the takeout slide. Number 25 stands in. Hit hard but foul. Hit hard to short. To Dozier for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Orioles held in check there as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back here on the show. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Mike Wright is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 59, Mike Wright.
Brian Dozier is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Kenny's Vargas will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Not only is he close to going through the heart of this lineup, he may even strike out the side.
3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Eduardo Escobar will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Tommy Hunter will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. In there, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 4-2 game. Joe Mauer will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double. So stepping in, Max Kepler, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And on the error, a run is going to score. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2-out hits, too. That makes any move a little more complicated.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. Get up and stretch here in Baltimore, and we are tied 4. J.J. Hardy will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Santana gets the sign. Here it comes. Softly hit out to short, and 1 gone.
The catcher, number 32.
Matt Wieters steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Adam Jones strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Boy, if he makes contact there and makes an out, that's a 3-pitch inning. I think I would have had him look at least 1.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And another foul ball. All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th. Lifted in the air to center. Santana is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. This game. Danny Santana comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Eddie Rosario ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Ubaldo Jimenez will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Brian Dozier gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Number 25 has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Down go the Twins. Michael Tonkin is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Mark Trumbo will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore, with Manny Machado waiting to follow. And this is lined softly here to the left side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santana is underneath this one, and he puts it away for the first out.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Now that's popped up. Escobar settles under it near second, and that's the second out of the inning.
First baseman, number 19.
Chris Davis is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strike.
And this ball hits the first base bag. And this will get by Mauer, and down the line it's a fair ball. And he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had two bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
Jonathan Schoop.
Pedro Alvarez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 24, Pedro Alvarez.
High and deep to left center field. Santana looks up. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So a two-run shot to left center, and it's now 6-4.
Hard to pick a better spot than this to come up with your first home run of the year. This is a location mistake, pure and simple. He doesn't miss it. He drives this one over the wall to give his guys the lead.
Trevor May will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8. Steve Pearce is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Kepler ranging back, and it's out of here. Back-to-back two-out home runs. A solo home run for Stephen Pearce. And it's now 7-4. And a bouncing ball foul. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs. A beautiful nighttime view there of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the 9th in this one. Pedro Alvarez will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Striding in to start the 9th, Miguel Sano, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Zach Britton is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Britton's ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Kenny Vargas will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a high pop-up. Machado is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Eduardo Escobar makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. This would be a well-earned victory for Ubaldo Jimenez if these guys can finish this one off. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the O's allowed 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins, 7-4. Right now, the Orioles sit in first place in the American League East division. The Twins sit in third. Heading into today, the Yankees are in last place in the AL East. The Astros sit in third place in the American League West division. The Boston Red Sox total 11 hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 4-3. Looking at the standings, the Indians are in third place in the AL Central. The Red Sox are leading the American League East. The Angels combined for a 4-hitter as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 2-0. At the moment, the Angels are in fourth place in the AL West. The Rangers are in last place in the AL West. The Oakland Athletics earned the 4-game series sweep as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-3. Right now, the A's are leading the AL West. The White Sox are in last place in the AL Central. The Nationals allowed only 5 hits as they manhandled the Marlins 10-1. As of today, the Nationals sit in first place in the National League East division. The Marlins are in third place in the NL East. Anthony DeSclafani never left the mound until it was over, leading the Reds over the Phillies 6-1. Looking at the standings, the Reds are in second place in the NL Central. The Phillies sit in third place in the National League East division. The Arizona Diamondbacks knocked out 12 hits as a team as they crushed the Cubs 9-3. Heading into today, the Diamondbacks sit in second place in the National League West division. The Cubs sit in second place in the National League Central. The Dodgers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 8-6. At the moment, the Giants are in fourth place in the NL West. The Dodgers sit in fourth